Right, I've put out a game request there for a game of chess960. We'll see if anyone's available. Right, 1736, good luck. And the queen's in the corner, but I won't worry about it too early on. King's right in the middle. So if I shift the bishop, I can castle king's side. The pawn up makes logical sense. It's whether I want to put the bishop here or not. I think I will actually. I think I'll put the bishop on the diagonal, same as my opponent. Just get castled. We'll line up potentially going forward. Just bring the knight up. So I'm going to bring the knight in over. Okay, I'll hit that bishop. If he drops back, I've got a check there. Okay, so he's letting me take, so he can't castle. It only holds up him for one move, really. Right, let's release the bishop and maybe look for f4. Wow, very attacking. So I'm hitting the bishop there. Oh, he's missed it. He just forgot his bishop was there. So I can drop back, not going to take. It makes sense to try and trade the bishop for a knight and get another piece off the board. The queen down. I'm going to just play bishop up and connect the rooks. Okay. Let's just try and sack and open something up. We're threatening to take if he doesn't take. If he takes with a pawn, it opens up rook onto the file. Take with a knight, of course I'll take. I've also got a bishop check, which is very playable now. But the target now is to get rid of that queen. Get rid of the queen, I'm doing well. Okay, let's... He's walked into a pin there. Take, rook takes, take, certainly doesn't work. So let's throw in a check. Okay, so I've got queen down. No, I think it must fail. Gut feeling is to take. So now hit the rook. Try and get this knight in, and then trade off this knight, but the knight is currently pinned. So a knight in he can't take. Okay, so knight up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If he takes, he gets a check. If he takes, I take, check, king up. No, that can't be winning, so I think I'm safe. I won't pre-move. I think I'm safe to take the queen if he takes my knight. So he pushes. I can just take actually there. If he takes, he hangs his rook. I'm also hitting the rook as well. It comes forward logical. Now if I need to, I can bail out with just a simple check. I think surely rook across has got to be good there. He's still hitting my knight though. But if he plays queen takes knight, it's checkmate. He can't take the knight because he hangs checkmate. To gain a rook. See, I've just got a check now. Picks up the rook. Okay, well now I can just take the knight and he hangs a check. Very clinical win, excellent. Right, this is a game of chess960, 1770, good luck. The queen is in the corner, that's the king's side, the king is here, so I mustn't move that pawn whatever I do. I think I might go b5 rather than... Okay, he's gonna push. He might just push, okay. It's very risky this going up 2 because his bishop hits the pawn. But now I'm hitting this pawn. If he pushes take, the king is open. Very risky. I might actually just chuck the knight forward because there's a check threat if he pushes. Okay. I'm going to push up the pawn first. Okay, knight forward, threatening check. He should play a knight up, I guess. Oops. That's exactly what he does. So I'll play a bishop up and just drop a knight back. Now he can come down and do exactly the same here, but I can just castle. Just means that my queen is really bogged down. Actually, I'm going to play a pawn up to stop his knight jumping in. How do I get my queen out? That's a good question. I'm going to drop knight here and up to go and hit his bishop, I think. Maybe get the other knight up. Don't want to drop the pawn if I can help it though. Okay, just play knight down, so I'll go up and hit the bishop. Again, he's got knight down as well. So I'll take the bishop. Now, do I want to let him take my bishop? I can play it up, hit the knight and take. So it's easier to castle and free my queen. Now I cannot take there because my queen hangs. So I'm just going to castle. Okay, he's playing very well. I'm going to have to play up there and take back, I think. I don't see an alternative. So he offers to trade. So he plays across, so he's got queen hitting the pawn. Okay, I'll just chuck the pawn up. The rook supports each other. He plays queen down in any event. Okay, he can't just grab the pawn because there's a pin on the queen if he does. I mean, unless the pawn push works as well. But it'd be risky. He's got a good position though, with pressure on this pawn. He has got a good position. Again, that could be very dangerous, hitting my knight. Oh, knight back and I can't take the rook back. So knight back takes, I've got to take with a queen. So I'm going to give him a chance to win a pawn here in the middle, but I think it's worth it. We trade off the rook and the queen, then he can grab the pawn. But it minimises some of the risk. Okay, now I'll go up and hit his pawn. I'm tempted to again push and let him take. Yeah, I think that's worth it. If he takes, I've got rook up. So he might have to take here. I'm not sure if he will. Goes back, so now rook across. If the bishop moves, he takes, so I can obviously take. Could still be in a lot of trouble here, but he's only got 7 seconds. How do I get my bishop up? I just got to avoid a back rank mate and I've won the game. Hold on, I've got a check there. Excellent, good win. This is a game of chess960. The queen is there, the king is there, the king side is on the left though as we look. Okay, pawn up. Right, I'll release the bishop. Gotta be just careful about this, but the knight covers it. So we're immediately hitting the pawn. Okay. I'm going to play the other pawn up as well and develop the bishop. So we're threatening to take a knight. He has got another knight covering. White goes attacking. Okay. Counter that. I'm going to try and castle kingside if I get a chance. So I bring a knight out into the middle, see if he takes. Plays pawn up, so knight in is a move, bishop up is a move to hit the rook, but he's got knight forward. So I'll just bring another knight up and maybe castle. Might get that done. Now I'm maybe threatening to take the knight and double the pawns up. See if he castles queen side. I think I quite like the look of that. Just double the pawns. I think my king looks reasonable. Okay, he pushes a pawn. Okay, so I'll take there. Now, do I want to be adventurous and sack and go forward? Take takes, knight takes. Queen check, knight back. Why not? Let's open it up. Throw in a check, knight goes back, knight into hit the queen. Maybe pawn up, maybe pawn up. If I kick the bishop though, it releases his pawn, so I've got to be a little careful. So knight takes is a move. Rook takes, yeah. Take the pawn with a check. Knight can't take. You can take with a rook, I can take the queen now. Or I can just take the rook. He takes, I take him, he takes back, so just take. So threatening to check and get the other rook off the board. But it's risky this though, it's risky. If he grabs this pawn, he's got a fast pawn, so of course I can try and target this one. My other rook is fairly easy to get active, like now. If the knight moves, then I get this pawn with check. He goes back, so which rook? I think this one makes sense. Then maybe knight across, hit the bishop. And threatening a check here. So we hit the bishop, but we're actually threatening a check here. And the king, of course, can't go backwards, and the bishop has cut this diagonal, so that's actually checkmate looking at that. That's easy to miss, but the king's got no squares if I can get the knight checking. As we currently stand, like say he did a move like bishop back. Okay, check. So he's created a square, but now I've got pawn check. Is that mate? It is. Excellent. Very good. Right, this is chess960. I'm going to play pawn up. The king side is on the right, but the king is all the way over here. I'm not going to worry about getting the queen out just yet. Well, let's go relatively cautious. Right, so I can castle, but I think queen are crossing up. Just turn my sound up, it's a little bit quiet. Like pawn up to stop the pieces coming in, queen up and then castle. Right, if I push, comes over, logical. So I'll break the pin. Okay, take, so I'm hitting the pawn again. Actually, I can go with bishop there, looks strong. His bishop can take. Queen up pins the knight and hits the bishop. This is risky, but I think it's playable. I've got queen up to threaten mate if he takes. Right, so that's a mate threat. I'm also hitting the bishop. So he takes, oh, he missed it. He just didn't see it. He just didn't see it, unlucky. Right, this is a game of chess960. The king is here, the king side is on the left. I can always play bishop up if he tries to bring the bishop down. I'll just play bishop up anyway. Pawn is covered by the knight. Protected, but I'd rather castle king side if I can. He plays forward. Okay, I'll take there. Goes with a queen. Be a little bit careful, I think. Try and bring the knight out. Oh, I've just dropped the pawn. That's how careless that is. So easy to do. If he takes, I've got knight over though. Supports the rook and hits the queen. Which is where I was going to put the knight anyway. But a little bit careless to drop the pawn. Get the other knight up. So I need 3 moves to shift these and then I can castle. Not sure where I'm going to shift them. I could put the bishop here. I could play knight and actually hit the queen. Threaten a pawn even though it's protected. Knight over I don't like the look of. Yeah, let's play knight forward. I don't think he'll take here, but I'll pre-move in case he does. Oh, he does. So he'll probably bring the knight up just so he can castle. So maybe pawn up. Yeah, it's exactly what he's done. I'm just going to play a holding move to cover this square. Now you just bishop up, queen up and try and castle. That's exactly what he plays. Okay, just play bishop up and then just the obvious queen up, just look to castle as well. Just accept on a pawn down. Okay, that's attacking. So take. I can take the knight first, give up the extra bishop. Yeah, I'm going to take that knight. Okay, now I'm going to take. So is it worth taking if he takes? Is it worth taking? Probably. Take, queen up, rook across, castle, the bishop would drop, so I'd have to play a bishop up first, I guess. Yeah, I'll take and play queen up, then maybe bishop up. I'm guessing he'll play one of the rooks across, he does. So bishop up. If checks, I'll just sidestep and stay queen side. Now I'm going to try and just launch forward. Goes back. Okay, I'm happy to sack this pawn. So just go forward. Just take, so rook across, try and pressure the G pawn. see, it's just win or bust now, sacking pawns. Well, losing a pawn and sacking a pawn. So rook up doesn't quite work. Check's not quite on. King up, he's got queen check, pawn up. Don't like the look of that, but I want the rook active. I don't see anything better. If he checks, I'll block. I want to get this rook active if I can. Oh, he's only got 20 seconds left. I didn't notice the clock. So I should slow down a little bit, really. So I've got queen up and try to trade queens, and surely he's too low on time. I think that makes sense. Because he's so low on the clock. So go for the open file. Just push. Now I don't want to go because he got rook across in any event. He's still got rook across, but at least I can double up if he plays rook to c8. To c1, sorry. If he takes, I can go with pawn, I guess. Okay, I can just push there, I think, but he's got a check. So go over. Okay. Pawn up, knight takes, pawn up maybe. Oh, I blundered the check, wow. I made a bit of a mess of that, but at least I won it. Right, this is chess960. Obviously queen's in the corner. You can actually just castle without doing anything there on the king's side. And that pawn is loose, so I'll play a knight up. Okay, let's hit the queen. So I've got pawn up, bishop up to hit the queen again. Yeah, that looks logical. Just bring the two bishops up. I might even just launch a pawn immediately forward, because everything's protected here. The knights support the pawns. And I'm just going to launch the pawn forward with the queen there. So I've got now bishop up is an idea. So bishop up, he's got pawn down, but I'm going to castle. Now if he comes forward I can trade, so okay, I'll try and take some space. I'm just going to go all in and try and blast it open. If he comes forward I can take. Okay. I didn't need to pre-move there. Pawn up he counters, so I think it's still worth it though. I can push the pawn. Yeah, I should have tried to get forward there, shouldn't I? But I'll take. I've got the bishop up. He can't take because he's counterpinned. Pawn up I can take. So it might win a piece there. It's very easy to miss a pin when you match it with another pin. Very easy to miss. Okay, I just take. I'm still threatening to just win a piece. If he takes with a rook, I think I can just take. So I can take. It's got to be right to go with bishop. Excellent. Chess960. Let's just go up through the middle. Okay, he's moving ultra quick. I think I'll just take there. I'll just castle. So rooks are now connected. Okay. If I go up, he's going to take the pawn, so I'll just challenge the knight and let him take. Okay, hits the knight, so I could develop another knight, but then the pawn's loose. Got maybe knight forward, but then I'll lose the rook. Yeah, rook up doesn't look good. I'm just going to develop the queen, I think. Okay, so now I think I'm going to push. He takes, so I can take the bishop, I can take here of course. So he just castles. Okay, so it makes sense to try and take control of the file. Then complete the knight up, a holding move to give the king a square. Okay. If I go up one, he's got knight across. So again, it doesn't look quite right. And I'll just drop back, I think, and let him take. And at some point I'm going to try and just rush a pawn right up the board. So he does develop the knight. Okay, so I'll get my knight up to try and challenge the squares my opponent's challenging. Again, if he takes, I take with a queen, so I try and keep control of the file. F6 to try and support the pawn. Okay. He's going to get knight forward, but I get the idea with a check. So knight down somewhere, maybe queen up looks strong. Well, actually no, I'm threatening just a straight check, aren't I? Of course I am. Well, now I've got a check here if I want it. Might as well. So I've got queen up, or I can take. I think just take makes sense. I'll try and challenge the pawn structure, otherwise he's going to get this cemented. Okay. Let's throw in a check and... oh, that's a very bold move. I'm going to try and rush up after the king now. Okay, that's still supported. Get the queen off the board if I want to. He gets a pawn. Okay, if I get a chance next move, I will get the queen off the board. I'm just trying not to lose my pawn. 5 pawns each, I'm just an exchange up. But these pawns could be dangerous. Okay, so I've still got a check. I've got check, king takes, queen check, king down. I might not be able to get to the king. We'll see, I can run the king up maybe. I'm going to kick the knight actually, I think. What, 39 seconds, I'm running down the clock. My time is incredibly low, isn't it? I could easily lose this on time, whatever happens. Well, let's go for the check. I've given him a lovely square there, that's terrible actually. Giving him knight down, that wasn't good. I've got a check here if his knight moves. I'm so low on time, I've just got to make any move I can. Might get the queen off. I've been so slow, unbelievable. should win the game, except for the time. Yeah, well done, he held on, well done. Okay, this is a game of chess960. King is there, king side is the left as I look. Okay, just release the queen. Player's knight up. Oops, I haven't moved the pawn yet. Intending to release the bishop, which I'll now do. Now where do I put it? Oh, let's pin the knight. And just go for logical development. The player's up, so just keep it simple. Knight's got a square, bishop's got a square. Okay, push. And I'm going to hit the rook. If he develops a bishop, I take, he can't castle. Well, I'll just need knight up and I can castle king side. So he does move the rook, so again he can't castle king side now. He can of course now develop the bishop, but I'll just trade it. So where do I want my bishop going? I'll just drop back this way I think, and pressure the pawn. So hitting the pawn. Knight's got a nice square to hit the pawn as well. Otherwise just castle. Plays bishop up. Okay, so go up and hit the bishop. Also threatening to take the pawn as well. He plays rook across, so I can grab the pawn. Take, take, take with knight, hit rook and bishop. Take, 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 hit rook and pawn and try and collect all of them. Very tempting. Yeah, I like the look of going that way. I'm still hitting rook and bishop if he doesn't take back. Might have been a bit easier to take with the bishop first. So he does play across, so I've got the option to take the bishop now, so I might as well. Again, I can take this one, I can grab a pawn, I can just castle, but I think I need to take the pawn. If he takes, I think I'm alright. So let's take. So if I get castled, I'll be happier, of course. Right, get that out of the way. Okay, I'm not worried there. I think rook across looks logical. Maybe develop the rook and double them up. Whoa, yeah, that was a rook trade. Okay, so I can play up and undouble my pawns here, maybe. Plays across. So I've got a check. Oh, what am I doing? I can't go there. He's got a knight. I can go forward though. Let's just go forward. So he plays up. So now I'll double up. But do I undouble the pawns? I'll probably take with a rook if he takes. Yeah, I'll take with a rook. Now I've got the rook on the file. Okay. Potentially check and get the queen off the board. He's got king up, knight in, look to trade the knights, maybe just grab the pawn. He does play up. Just grab the pawn then. So hit the knight. So he gets active. Oh, he's dropped his knight though. Excellent, good win. Chess960. Go e4, maybe knight up. Pawn up to release the queen at some point. Okay, knight up. So is knight down dangerous? Possibly, but I think I'll look to develop. Okay, I'll take there. So I'm going to pin that knight and maybe take it, maybe. Well, he's allowed it to be pinned. Let's just bring a knight up. I could even castle there. Yeah, I'm going to trade the bishop if I have to at some point. Oh no, I can grab a pawn, I think. Just hit the rook. Now, is it worth takes? Is it worth it just to get that double? I don't think it is. I think I'll castle and just try and make sure I don't get my queen trapped. Try not to get it trapped, always a good idea. Oh, I've got knight up there, haven't I? And if he takes, I can just take back. Oh, hold on. He's disconnecting, reconnecting there. I hope that's not suspicious. Let's just see. If he takes back here, there's a pin on his knight, of course. So he goes down and hits the queen. So I could take, I can take, drop back. Yeah, let's just hope there's nothing suspicious there with his disconnection. Maybe queen across the pin. If I take, this happens. If I take there first... Yeah, I'm going to simplify this. Now I get a check and hit the bishop. Okay, so I'll just grab the bishop. Knight forward, I can take it. Knight this way hits the rook, I'll have to move the rook. I'll just let him take with a trade, but rook across makes sense, I guess. Yeah, let's just put the rook on the open file. So he goes back, so pawn up is a move now. Stops his knight getting back out. But it kind of traps my queen a bit. It weakens my knight as well, doesn't it? So let's just get the queen back and regroup. Maybe look at a possible sack round here. Okay, we're just regrouping again. If the knight comes forward, I'll just immediately take it. So kick the knight. Right, potential for a check. Bishop up, leave this square for the knight so I can trade off rooks. I've got bishop over now and I can trade there, but then I'll lose the rook. So let's look to trade a set of rooks off, if not all of them. Wow, he shouldn't have traded, I don't think. It weakens his position. Surely it's got to be better for me to trade here, I think. It's risky, but my gut feeling is to come in over. Again, if the knight comes forward, I'll just take it. So I think it's reasonably safe. Give the king a square as well. Okay, now I've got a lovely square for my knight. Bishop is protected. Again, put the knight forward again. His knight can't come forward. My king can maybe tuck itself away here. Take, take. Oh, I've got queen down there now, haven't I? Threatening mate. Now let's go for that as a mate threat. Little bit short of time, so got to be careful. Just resigns, excellent win. This is a game of chess960, so I'll just open with e4. We have knight up, knight behind the pawn. I can castle immediately now, of course, it's easy to do here. I'll play pawn up and take if I get a chance there. Just castle. Now try and gain centre ground. Okay, just a simple basic threat. So it comes forward, so there is a checkmate threat there, so I've got to watch out for that. Okay, so I think rook across, just so even if he gets some trick in, I can still sack, and the king has a square. Maybe we can hit the knight. He's got a check. No, knight up isn't a good move. I drop my pawn. I'm going to push this pawn, take a big risk, close one, go forward. So I've given him knight in. I'm aware of it as well. I'm just trying to offer an exchange to get rid of this dangerous piece. Chooses to castle. Right, I'm going to kick the knight now. If he checks, I'll step across. He goes back. So up isn't quite a move. I'm actually hitting the pawn there as well as threatening checks. Okay, so if I take, he takes, bishop up. I think I'm going to go in here. He might have even missed it on hitting the pawn. I don't think he will. It's possible. Knight takes. I could take the bishop. Queen takes. He's got a dangerous check. So I'd have to take the knight, I think. Okay, so grab the pawn, threaten another pawn. So if I take, he goes back. So bishop up looks strong. Pawn up takes, takes. Yeah, I'm going to play up here first. So if he goes back, I'll take, but otherwise I'm still threatening to take and come back. Now I've got a dilemma. Take, take, push. Dilemma. Bishop's hit. I'm going to push the pawn there, release the bishop. So I'm still threatening to take and grab a pawn. Take, take, push, king across. Ah, king can't come across. Now I've released the bishop. Take, take. King back, push. Take, take, push. The king is cut off. Or rook check. Take, take. Rook check. I think taking is right. I think check is right. Okay, so just make next move. How does he deal it? He has to go back. So check. Okay, so I've got a check, he comes down. So check, he can block. Ah, if I take, he's got to take with a king. Not easy. check, queen blocks. Yeah, check and then take, I think. If he blocks, I can take. So check, pin. Try to get pawn up to support the bishop. I've got queen up maybe. So queen down. Clearly he can't afford to take there. Checkmate, excellent, very good.